I used to think that I had to give to receive love. I used to think that I had to provide value to receive love. And this was taught to me as a child. I feel like the love shown in my family was very transactional. But what I had to come to realize is the more that I chased, the more they pulled away. The more effort I put in, the less effort they felt like they had to put. And the second I stopped, everything changed. If you're tired of feeling like you have to earn love, then listen up, because this is going to set you free. If you're new here, I'm Samantha, and this is Exit Wounds, where we take the time to heal ourselves, no matter how deep the wound is. We've all been there, I'm sure. Overextending, over apologizing, bending over backwards for someone who would never reciprocate that for us. And when they don't give us the love that we want, and when they don't give us the care that we want, we feel like we have to try harder and push harder and give harder and do more. But that's exactly what keeps us stuck. Because the reality of it is, chasing does not create love. All it creates is imbalance. When you're chasing, the energy that you're giving off is desperation. What you're saying is, I need you to choose me so that I can feel good about myself. And trust me, that desperation is felt, and it gives walk all over me. And I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I've been there myself, and I had to get myself up out of this, and I had to teach myself. But I also know that there are people who are still choosing this form of chasing to attract love. And I am here to free you from the shackles, honey. So you give and you give and you do and you do and you do too much. And subconsciously, they start to pull away. Why? Because no one values what's desperate to be chosen. If you go into the Gucci store, no one is hounding you down to purchase something. They're actually leaving you alone. They're not worried about you. They're not worried about if you're making that purchase, okay? And why is that? Because they know the value in their products. They know that they don't have to do too much to be chosen. Now imagine if you went into the Gucci store and the salesperson is like, hey, I got this purse here. You really need this. You're going to be like, I don't think I want that. It's given, nobody wants it. So like, you're trying to push it off on me. The second I stopped begging for love was when everything changed for me, and I saw everything different. Detachment does not mean that you don't care. It just means that you are not attached to the outcome of anything, and you will not accept one-sided love. Instead of proving your worth, you start living as if you already know what it is. And that energy, that is what starts to attract people to you, because now you become mysterious. Now everyone's like, damn, what does she know about herself? And why do I suddenly feel like I want to find out? When you just are full of yourself in the best way, when you know the value that you bring to the table, when you don't feel like you have to prove anything to anyone, when you allow people to show you who they are and you move accordingly, that is powerful. I have 4 steps for you guys to shift from chasing to attracting. So step 1, of course, is to recognize when you're chasing. Are you over texting? Are you the one that is sending invites out all the time? Are you walking on eggshells to make that person feel comfortable? Are you begging them to act right, and when they don't act right, you're giving chance after chance after chance? All of these things scream desperation, and all of these things scream chasing. We're not chasing anything but the bag, okay? And we're not even chasing that, we're attracting it. Step 2, and if you've watched my 2 previous videos, you'll know that this is a common theme, okay? This is like major key. Like this is, we're gonna redirect that energy back into ourselves. Instead of asking, why can't they choose me? Why don't they like me? Why won't they pour as much into me as I'm pouring into them? Instead of becoming the victim and asking yourself these questions, you're going to ask, how can I pour this energy back into myself? And step 4, we're going to focus on becoming, not proving. Because when you focus on being the best you, being your most happiest self, being your most positive self, that is felt. We all operate on energy. You know, the new term these days is aura. You know, this person has aura, and it's felt when you pour into yourself so much that your cup is overflowing. It is felt, and people want a piece of that action. Not only people, the right people. Some things I want you to keep in mind as you use these steps and move forward to growing to be your best self. I want you to realize that the love that you're chasing, you'll never have to chase love if it's real and if it's for you. Also, when you truly know your worth, you will not feel the need to beg people to see that worth. You're going to move different. You're going to talk different. You're going to act different. You're going to be different. And that's when everything shifts. If you found value in this video, or if you can relate in any way, you can let me know by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, of course. It will help me to see that this content is valuable, it is helpful, it is needed. I am so happy to be able to put out this content for you guys, because when I was going through it and I was trying to rebuild myself, I had no blueprint. And so I knew this pain that I've gone through is not going to be in vain. I'm going to help the next person who goes through this so that they can have the blueprint, so that they can know that they don't have to suffer as long as I did. They will have the actionable steps so that they can move forward and make the best out of whatever situation. We are alchemists. We turn our pain into gold. And we are loving on ourselves, and we are treating these exit wounds. Love y'all. See you in the next video, where we are going to talk about why they regret losing you.